this is kind of gonna be like being vegan while pregnant, but also like a recap of my first trimester. This is just two in one. So in the beginning of 2019, I believe it was beginning of 2019 or beginning of the end of 2018 is when I had transitioned over to a plant-based diet, and everything was smooth, everything was cool, you know. And when I got pregnant, things kind of did a little left turn somewhere up in there. This is kind of like what happened. So I found out that I was pregnant really early, like 4 weeks, probably three. And everything was cool. You know, I was still eating plant-based. I was still getting my little green smoothies in, my fruit smoothies and stuff in every day. And when I was like 7 weeks, I had went out of town, and I was out of town for a week. And I'm one of those people, when I go out of town, I can't be gone that long. I can only be gone for so long before I get homesick. So I noticed, like, when I was away after like the second or third day, I started to feel kind of funny. I didn't know how to describe it, but I just felt funny. And when I would eat like the food there, um, you know, like when you go out of town, the food is different from how the food is at home. So I didn't know if, like, when I was eating this food, that I was feeling kind of weird because of where I wasn't at home, or if it was the fact that I was homesick, or like, I don't know what the fuck, but I was feeling crazy, and it's like everything that I ate just didn't sit on my stomach right. I didn't know if I had to have something come up or something come out, but it wasn't right. I'm like, damn, I need to get home, like, and I really couldn't wait to get home, because I just knew, like, once I got home I would feel better. When I got home at the end of that week, when I got home, I got worse. And it never dawned on me that I was experiencing something in regards to my pregnancy. It never dawned on me. So I was at home and I got worse. And it was like this, it was just this nauseous feeling that I felt 24/7 from the time that I would sit up in the bed in the morning to the time that I lay down at night. And it was like, if I ate food, it got worse. If I didn't eat food, it got worse. So it was just worse. And I don't know, I couldn't eat. And I couldn't even drink water. Like, it got to the point where I couldn't even drink water. Like, who can't drink water? So it was at that point that I realized, like, damn, this gotta be something in regards to my pregnancy, because this ain't normal. You know, I eat. This ain't normal. So that went on literally from week 7 to week 13. So that was basically the whole first trimester there. When I hit my fourth month of pregnancy, I was like, I want some BW3s. I'm about to try this and see what happens. I want to try it and see what happened. So I tried it. I tried to get some like boneless chicken, hot wings, because I really wanted some hot wings. And I couldn't shake wanting them hot wings. So I'm like, I'm about to just do it and I'm about to just see. I bit that chicken. That chicken was so good. And it took like that nauseous like feeling that you have when you feel like you are gonna throw up. It took that knot away. And I was like, damn, I think I'm gonna have to try that again. And so a couple of days later, I tried it again, and I was fine. Like, I was fine. So it was at that point, at the beginning of my second trimester, that I'm like, no, I cannot be vegan like while I'm pregnant. It's just, people are really out here doing it and I commend them for that, but that just wasn't something for me. So that is my story of my first trimester and trying to remain vegan, but it just didn't go as planned. So now that I'm towards the end of my second trimester, I eat an American diet, I guess you would call it. I eat chicken, I eat fish, I eat tacos. Like, I eat because the baby wants that. That is what the baby wanted. And then not only, I didn't make that decision only because of that, but when my midwife was doing my labs and stuff, some of my labs were like, they weren't healthy. And if I hadn't been pregnant, I probably would have just continued with them unhealthy labs, to be honest. But because I'm pregnant, I was like, okay. And she was telling me like, well, there's ways to get more my protein levels was like low, like our first 3 appointments. So she was like, you know, there's ways to get protein. You can eat more dark leafy greens and stuff. And I'm just looking at her like, I can't eat no salads. I can't eat that. It's not gonna stick. It's not gonna sit. And it's like, at that point, when she said that to me and I knew I wasn't about to be eating no salads, I was like, yeah, I'm about to go ahead, put this meat back in this diet. And I know towards the end of my pregnancy, I could possibly slowly transition back into it, but it ain't happening right now. So I'm just cool with what I've been eating, and that's that. So really, as far as my first trimester symptoms, that is really what I experienced. I experienced that nauseous feeling 24/7, and water was a no-no. Even though I had to drink water, I would literally drink water and then run to the bathroom and throw up water. Like, who throwing up water? Well, nobody throwing no water but me. So those 2 things I would say were the pregnancy symptoms that I experienced the most when I was in my first trimester. Other than that, second trimester has been a breeze, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode.